The City of Lawrence Common Council Code Review Committee meeting is here tonight, December the 21st, 2022, 6 o'clock p.m. is the agenda. First on the agenda is proposal number 30, 2022, amending the Lawrence Municipal Code to establish an all-way stop intersection at Barksdale Way and Milroy Road. I'm going to open the floor for any discussion or questions.
Madam Chair.
Yes.
If I may, I go through this neighborhood a bit. I have a couple friends that live there, and I asked their opinion about the four-way stop on Milroy and Barksdale, and they are in favor of some kind of traffic control along Barksdale. However, they thought that Pelham Way, which carries a lot more traffic, actually, and might be a better choice for a four-way stop versus Milroy, which actually Milroy Street only serves about 7 homes north and south, and kind of ends into a cul-de-sac on the southern side. And so I just didn't know if that might be something that we should consider, or if anyone else has considered that. I just want to make the best choice for the neighborhood, something that's long-term, like putting in stop signs and so forth.
Madam Chair, who submitted the request?
The request came from the HOA contact person and care of Kirkpatrick Management Company, John Crawford. He did not mention anything about Pendham Way or any other street. This was the main street that we had in question. Chris has written the proposal up. If you had a chance to look at it. I had forwarded this over to the engineer, and he had looked at it, and he had no problem with it.
Madam Chair, since I don't live in that neighborhood and it is being requested by the HOA president, I defer to the decision of both the HOA president as well as the city engineer and the police department. I just wanted to make sure that those voices of those neighbors were considered for this request. So thank you for that.
Okay. And I understand what you were saying, but I just wish they had to open up and went to Mr. Crawford about this. I have a motion to present this to the full council.
Can we finish discussion? I just
Yes.
want to ask one question.
Sure.
Seeing that the HOA president submitted this, but we've now heard from some others in the area, what would be the likelihood of reconfirming, or should we just continue with and go where we're at?
You wanna hold it?
I don't know. I don't know. That's why this is what discussion's about. That's why I just wanted to get an idea. Jacob?
So I think the question was what's going to happen if we table this to not consider at this council meeting? Is that right?
Correct. And get more buy-in or not buy-in, but more discussion or clarification, seeing that Councilor Maria brought forth another opportunity from the people that live in that neighborhood?
I mean, you certainly could. Now, it's my understanding this has already had a first reading at the council. So in the event that the committee would like to table this for an additional discussion and further evaluation about the site for the stop sign, this actual, this ordinance will actually get tabled and pushed to next year. So we basically have to start over, because if we don't have everything by the end of the year, then effectively everything that we've already done for this ordinance is effectively gone. So if everybody is comfortable with doing that, you certainly could take more discussion and do a little bit more analysis on this, but you would have to do an additional first reading on the first time it's considered at the next council meeting, and then you have to do a whole second reading after that at a different council meeting. So that's kind of generally the status. If you're wanting to table this for tonight, then it would have to kind of restart after the first of the year.
It's just tabled to the next meeting. It's the same ordinance number.
Correct. However, you would have to restart from the first reading, because we're at the end of the year. So everything that's not finished by the end of the year, you'd have to restart the first reading. At least Chris told me that this has already had a first reading at a prior council meeting. Is that right?
Yeah, and it would still be unfinished business for the January 3rd meeting.
That's correct. Yeah. So unfortunately, you'd have to have a full additional first reading, because everything resets at the end of the first of the year.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
okay.
Well,
Let's just move on then.
Madam President, Madam Chair, excuse me, given that this has been continued for quite some time and many people have evaluated the location for the stop sign, I just wanted to make sure that the additional voices and some of those opinions were heard and called to the attention of this group so that they could be evaluated. But given the fact that several other persons of expertise has reviewed this and believes that this is the best situation, and given that we're getting into winter months and we do want to be careful with wintry roads and so forth, and traffic control along Barksdale is really the most important issue here, whether they stop four-way at Milroy or they stop four-way at Pelham and Barksdale. The most important consideration here is to slow that traffic along Barksdale. So having said that, I think maybe it might be in everyone's best interest, given the winter months and the reading and the continuation of this request for quite some time, and in the essence of doing what's best for the neighborhood, I will go ahead and make a motion to approve this for due pass to the full council for this evening.
Second.
Okay. So it's been first and second. So it's been first and second, so it's going to be presented to the full council at the meeting scheduled for tonight. And meeting's been adjourned.
Thank you.